Alright, what's up my fellow YouTubers? Grant, otherwise known as Mr. Octopi here, and shut up. Listen how loud that thing is. So rude. I'm bringing you a quick little video commentary, and I bet you have no idea where this place is. Yeah, look at that. What, where am I? The heck, I've never seen this in a video before. Well, first let me just go tell you I'm listening to some nice little chiptune music. I don't know, just something to do. I've been listening to that for a bit, and I'll explain to you why, but just something to do right now. So just wanted to bring you a little bit of a vlog, I guess, something like that. Just something real quick. It's probably not going to be that quick, because I'm going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. And I was meaning to make a commentary about it, but I didn't really have any time, and I thought I'd just do something here, or do whatever, and I could explain it later. So basically, I'm just going to make a big old square, big old circle, and I'll show you guys doing a second lap around, showing you what everything is like. So basically what's going on, right now, I am in Alabama, a pretty cool place. This is where my grandmother lived for a little bit, on my dad's side, along with his dad. And my dad just recently bought the place, which you saw me kind of sleeping over, and that's because, I don't know, she didn't need it anymore. She's living with us now in Pennsylvania, in Camp Hill. This is near, where is this near? I forget the actual name for it, I don't remember it. I'm planning on doing one of these every day or so, and I'll just, if I get to know it today or sometime tomorrow, I'll just let you guys know. But near Alabama, somewhere in it. It's really hot, and we're just coming down here just to do some kind of fixing up jobs or whatever like that, since my dad bought it because she didn't need it anymore. Just because it's like this entire place, like all that, you can't even see it down there. I'll eventually go down that way, but maybe that'll be like tomorrow or the next day. All this is like basically owned by Hoovers, which is my dad's side of the family, and I'm obviously a Hoover, so he wanted to keep it in the kind of family or whatever, but he's not really going to need it too much, and next time I make a lap around, I'll show you around what he wants and what he doesn't, a few plans and that kind of cool stuff, and we've been talking for a bit. It's pretty fun. So it's going to kind of clean up the house a little bit for if anybody else wants to get it or just buy off that little section or whatever. I don't know, just some kind of stuff, just to make things look a little bit better. So right now, it's like a 14-hour trip or so. Oop, that was off center. And we just kind of, I don't know, went around. Decent drive with my grandma's new car. She bought a new car basically off of a down payment for my dad buying the house. And yeah, I guess it's really for that story. So I'm here for a week. I don't have internet access here. However, we can go to McDonald's, and I just go up that, and I look up a little bit of YouTube stuff. I'll probably tweet out something. It's like 0.25 upload, so I'm going to try to upload one of these. Like, I'll try to make them shorter so I can upload them every day, which is why I'm doing one now, and I'm explaining this to you. So I'm going to try to do just a vlog uploaded every day, probably at the night or whenever we go to McDonald's. So I know it sounds kind of ghetto, but that's what we're doing. And yeah, that's really in that department. This camera's running out of batteries because I forgot to charge it, so we did bring a laptop and stuff. And let me just show you this house real quickly. So, first of all, here's a truck. Nice old truck. There's a new car that she got. And then here's the house. I'm not going to show you inside just yet. It just looks like that. Pretty cool, right? It's not the best. It's pretty cool. I mean, there's a bunch of neat stuff in there. I'll tell you something. There is so much stuff in that house. Like, my grandma piled up a bunch of stuff, and there's some nice stuff in there. So we're gonna have to go through all that. And really, this is just like, it's a huge property line. Obviously, it's in the south. If you don't know where Alabama is, it's on the east coast in the south, above Florida. So it goes all the way back there. Like, there's a kind of forest place back there. There's a shed back there, which I'll show you more. Well, let me turn off this music a little bit. Come on, iPod, get out of there. And there we go. That's a little better. Can't even hear myself talk anymore. Whatever. So yeah, there's that. We own basically, like, you see that tree line right there? Did I zoom out at all? No. Tree line. That other tree line there. We own, like, those are kind of sectioned off. So it's like a rectangle, and it goes all the way back there, so I'll show you, and all the way down there a bit. It's a decent amount of stuff. Whenever I get done, basically this is all garden here. Whenever I loop around, I'll show you guys what everything is in here. It's a big old trail, and you know the cars drive down there. It's a good parking lot area. Get more of that. I'm sure there's like some deer maybe there somewhere. If people ever want to hunt, just a bunch of small game. But oh my god, snakes and spiders everywhere around here, along with fire ants. If you don't know what fire ants are, they're kind of migrating up north, but they originated in the south. And they just, oh my god, they are deadly. They will bite the crap out of you, and it hurts for like a while. I don't even know. Look at my fire ants. And there's another place right there. So then there's the road that goes up there. It's a decent amount. Like this place is actually called Hoover Drive, which is really cool. So it goes all the way up there. Eventually I'll take a walk. Like maybe one day I'll go all the way up. One day I'll show you the house. And then the other 2 days I'll just do normal. So like alternate, I don't know, something like that. Oh, fire ants. Don't want to step in that. Goes all the way up there. A bunch of different Hoovers living here. Most of them are older. They're all pretty cool. I like them all. Then, as you can see here, let's just go in here. Thing with this is it'll come to relevance later. There's the garden. The sun sets like that. I mean, wait, it goes like that. So this is almost never shaded since those trees are off in the distance more. And right here would be an amazing place to make a house, because in the summer it's always shaded by this. Whenever the sun goes over there more in the winter, it actually, the sun comes in, so it'd, like heat up your house more in the winter whenever it's colder. It never really gets cold in here though. There's a shed there. Maybe one of these days I'll go and actually show you more, but there's some stuff. There's a wasp in there. He plans on maybe tearing that one out. Keeping that one maybe. And then there's just a utility thing that used to be used for a chicken coop, and then down here, let me show you a little bit better. Here's the power stuff. We're here. They do have goats down there. You're not going to be able to see them, but somebody actually owns that. We go all the way down to that fence. If you can kind of see that little post there, that's where the fence line is. And then there used to be like goats along here everywhere. So, and then there used to be chickens in here. Now it's just filled with a bunch of equipment or whatever for farming, because that still is farmed now by this guy called Tom and his wife Sandy. They're really cool. They have a nice house and a pool and all that kind of good stuff. So, let's see the temperature here. It's actually not that bad. Was that like 90, 95? Around that. It's kind of funny because in PA it's usually a lot colder here than here. But they're having a huge heat wave and it's like 95 there. So we're not, it's the best time to go. Bunch of stuff. Something cool here. Apparently, back in the day, people used to hook up their Model Ts. They put a belt on this, and they'd hook it up to one of the wheels, and then take off the wheel and hook it up to that. And then they'd use this as a saw for cutting wood or whatever, which would be dangerous as crap, but there you go. So there's the shed. If he could, he'd tear down the house, or not tear it down. He'd keep that house, he'd sell that house, because he doesn't like it as much, it's kind of thin. And then he'd build like some kind of either log cabin or just a house across here where it'd be shady. And you know, he'd have that for utility stuff. He'd probably tear that down if he was doing that. Nice shading. I'd plant some trees here so it would be in the shade. And then there's Tom and Sandy's house over there. Ooh, lens flare, lens flare. Oh god. And there's that. You'd probably tear down like part of this or whatever and just refurbish everything because it's kind of getting run down a bit. That's really it for that. Plant a bunch of trees along there, like native, you know, nut trees, all that kind of good stuff. So right here, his dad, he tried planting some like orchards and that kind of stuff, or an orchard like peaches, all that kind of good stuff. But the soil, it doesn't rain very much here. Obviously, it's really nice because you can get actually 2 growing seasons since it's so hot all the time. But it's warmer, so, and the soil here is more sandy kind of deal, and the trees didn't grow very well, as you can see, so you'd probably have to like rototill in some manure or whatever, make it a little bit better, get these wet all the time whenever they're just starting off, just so they can grow a little bit better. So they'll probably be here. Over there is where they grow a bunch of stuff, like that's corn, whatever's in there. Big ol' area there. Grapes there. I'll save for walking in there for later. So yeah, this is a pretty cool place. Really big. It's a lot bigger than ours. I think it's like 2 acres, not including that house there. Nice trees here. These are native to the area. They used to be really popular, but they're kind of lowering in population, which is sad. They're really nice. I like them. I like the pine trees. Then all these vines. Oh God, taking these out is going to be a pain, but it's got to go eventually. Then yeah, good fence along here. Let's see what else is there. The shed is back there. There was a crap ton of hornets. I think or wasps. Wasps, not hornets. Hornets are there. Oh man. But there's a bunch of those, so we had to spray them. That'd be kind of cool to put some cars in or whatever, just to build, like, our Lotus Europe, but super small and super light, so we could probably fit that in there with the motorcycle. And that's really the property in there, so this is going on way too long. Hope it's not too big. It's probably going to be too big, so I'll be at McDonald's for a while. But there's that. Just want to give you guys a little bit of an update. Hopefully this goes up today or tomorrow. I don't know if we're going or not. I think my dad said we are, but whatever. So, music's finishing up. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned next time. I'll be in Alabama for a bit, so I will be able to talk to you guys if you send me like a YouTube message or whatever. So that's really it. Great night, was directed by great. Comment, subscribe if you really do feel like it. Have a great day. Pretty cool place here. Updates coming soon. Signing out.